Hi friends, this lesson is from Module 4, Lesson 2. Yesterday we talked about looking at numbers and how much faster and easier it was to count a big number if we group them by tens. Today we're going to talk about how we can say numbers in different ways, focusing on those tens. Let me show you. I'm going to show you a number. Here it is. Friend, what number is that? Yeah, you're right, 32. We say numbers in different ways. The way that we just said it, 32, is actually what I like to call the regular way. Go ahead and say the regular way. Yeah, it's called the regular way because that's the way we normally call it. That's the way we normally describe it. When we see numbers like that with 2 digits, we would just say what number it is. In this case, it's 32. It's regular. There's nothing fancy or special about it. Today, our learning goal says that I can write a number the regular way and the say 10 way. When I think about how I can describe a number in 2 different ways, I think about twins. We have some twins in all of our classes this year. Now with twins, even though they are born on the same day and they're related to one another, they're still a little bit different. We can describe them in different ways. I showed just a cute little picture of 2 twin kangaroos to remind us that we're going to be looking at the same number, but we'll just describe it in 2 different ways. For today, it's going to be the regular way and then the say 10 way. Let's try it. Okay, so I have this number. What was it again? Yeah, 32, the regular way. Now, just like when we have a 10 in another number, I know that there's a hidden number behind that 32. Let me go ahead and pull them apart. Oh yeah, there it is, 30. 32 is actually 30 plus 2. Let me draw a picture of that to show you. If I use 10 towers, then I could use groups of 10s to show 30. So I would do 10, 20, 30. See, each tower has 10 in it, so I made sure that I did 3 groups of 10. Now the 2 isn't 10s, they're just 2 leftover 1s. 1, 2. They're not part of a big group because they're all by themselves. So right now I'm going to describe my picture. I see that I have 3 10s and 2 1s. So I could say 32, that's the regular way, or I could describe it like this, the say 10 way, where I say how many 10s I have, and then I say how many 1s I have. In this case, I have 3 10s and 2 1s. Now, if you know me at all, you know that I like to organize my math. We're only as strong as the tools that we have. So I'm going to give you something to organize the say 10 way. Ah, there it is. Oh, I love a good organizing tool for math. This is called a place value mat. Go ahead and say that. Now, what do you notice? What are the 2 labels for my place value mat? Can you read those words? Yep. That first box says 10s, and that next box says 1s. That means every time I talk about the 10s, I'm going to fill up the 10s box. And every time I talk about the 1s, I'm going to fill up the 1s box. It's going to keep my number the say 10 way so super duper organized. Let's try it. Oh, I love this place value map. Okay, so for our example, I had 3 10s and 2 1s. I'm going to go ahead and put that 3 10s into my place value mat. So I'm just going to put a 3 right in there. Now, because it's in that 10s box, I know that if that number is there, it means that's how many 10s I have. 3 10s. What number do you think I'm going to put underneath the 1s box? Yeah, you got that right. 2. Because in the number 32, I have 3 10s and 2 1s. See how organized that is? Ugh, I love it. We're going to go ahead and try to look at numbers, and we're going to say them in 2 ways. The regular way and the say 10 way. Here we go. All right. Now, don't forget about our little kangaroo friends that remind us we're going to say them in 2 different ways. Let's look at this picture. I see one big group of 10, so I know that that's 10. And let's go ahead and count up and see how many 1s we have. We'll say 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So if I was going to say that picture the regular way, I would say that there's 18. Now, We're going to put it in our place value mat so we can help us to say the say 10 way. If you look at that picture really quickly, you don't even really have to count. How many groups of 10s do you see? Yeah, you only see one. That big long stick is called a 10 tower. That's one group of 10s. Now, how many ones do you see? Just ignore that group of 10s right now and just count how many leftover ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 ones. So I can say this number of that picture. I can say 18, which is the regular way, or I can say 1 tens and 8 ones. That's the say 10 way. Let's try another one. Friends, for this one, I would like you to go ahead and get out a dry erase board or your math journal. Because we're going to go ahead and I want you to practice writing it the regular way and also the say 10 way. Now, I know what you're going to tell me, friends. You don't have a place value mat in your journal or your dry erase board. But the good news is for you is they're really easy to draw. It's just one little rectangle with a line down the middle and a line at the top. And you're going to go ahead and make yours look just like mine. So can you draw a box or a line that says the regular way and then a place value mat? You don't have to write say 10 way on the bottom. As long as you have the place value mat, I know that that's what you're doing. Press pause until you're ready to go. Okay, did you draw a spot for the regular way and then also a place value mat for your say 10 way? Okay, good. What I want you to do right now is I want you to look at the number at the top. I drew a good picture of it using 10 towers and some ones. Can you go ahead and count them up and see what the regular way, see the regular way or the say 10 way. Fill in your place value mat and write it the regular way. And then press play when you're ready to check yourself. Okay, this time I'm going to start with the say 10 way. I'm going to count how many groups of 10s I see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in my place value chart, I'm going to go ahead and put a 4 right there because that's how many 10s I have. Is that what you did? Haha, well done. Now, how many ones did you see sitting out there by themselves? I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 ones. That means I have 4 10s and 5 ones. Now, what would that be the regular way? Yeah, you're right. It would be 45. If I wasn't sure, I could count each group of 10s by 10s and then count up on the ones, just like this. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Haha, very nice. Okay, I want you to find a new spot in your math journal. We're going to do the exact same thing again, but this time with a different picture. Ooh, be careful. I'm going to try to get you on this one. All right, I want you to try to write this the regular way and the say 10 way. Press pause until you're ready to check yourself, and then press play when you're ready. Okay, I told you this is a tricky one. Okay, let's count and see how many 10 towers we have. We have 1, 2. If I count them by 10s, that would be 10, 20. Do you see any ones floating around by themselves? No way, Jose. There aren't any. All there are 2 10 towers. So the regular way to say that would be 20. 10, 20. All right, tricky, tricky, tricky. The say 10 way now. We're going to go ahead and fill in our 10s first. What would go in that box, friend? Yep, 2, because there are 2 10 towers. Now, how many ones do we see floating around out there? That's right, 0. So if there aren't any, we're just going to put a 0 in that spot. Oh, did I get you? Oh, you're too good. You're too good. All right, well done. All right, you did awesome with that. I'm going to trick you one more time, though. Don't get nervous. What about this one? Go ahead and try to write this picture the regular way and then the say 10 way and see if I'll get you on this one. All right, are you ready? All right, first of all, let's do it the regular way. I don't see any 10s, so there's no 10s to count, so I'm just counting by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the regular way would be, 7, because that's how many ones I see. Ooh, now our say 10 way is a little bit trickier. What do you think I'm going to put in that 10s box? Did you say 0? That is exactly right. There are 0 10s. I don't see any 10 towers there. There's no groups of 10s. So I'm just going to put a 0 there. All right, what am I going to put in the ones? Ding, 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 ding. That's right again. 7. So the regular way to say this number would be 7, and the say 10 way would be 0 tens and 7 ones. Man, I cannot get you today. You're so good. That must mean you're good on our learning goal, where it says I can write a number the regular way and the say 10 way. Numbers just like those cute little twinny kangaroos. They both look the same, but I can describe them in different ways. All right, this is what you're going to seesaw to me, friend. Now, as you can see, there's a picture with 10 towers and some ones. I need you to write the picture the regular way and then also the say 10 way. That means for your picture, you're going to have a place value mat drawn on your dry erase board or in your math journal. Good luck, friend. Make sure you do it the regular way and the say 10 way.